My friends, I understand you know this channel for my happy positive videos, and if you want something like that, watch the previous video because today's video is going to be a little bit different. And as much as I believe that my happy positive videos really help people, sometimes to help people, you have to tell them the ugly truth. And now before I get into the video, this is something that's going to offend some people. However, if you're a good, decent person with a brain in your head that can actually understand what I'm trying to say, you're not going to be offended. But if you're a scumbag, or you're planning to bring a scumbag to the United States, or you're just stupid, well, you're going to be offended. But I want you to understand everything that I'm saying, it comes from a place of love and truly wanting the best for you. So stick around till the end. I think we'll have some things for you to consider and food for thought. Now this video is about Filipinos because obviously that's what people ask me about. People ask me advice on dating and marrying Filipinas. They're not asking me advice about dating French women. But what I'm going to say applies to people from every country in the world. And there's great people and bad people from every country in the world. They say the truth will set you free. Well, actually, the truth will get you a lot of hate, and I'm going to get a lot of hate and flack for this video, so hopefully you appreciate my efforts. Over the past year, I've had a bit of a moral dilemma because there's been several visa processing companies that have wanted to sponsor my videos, and these companies, they provide the great service of helping people navigate through the complex system of American immigration, and they make people happy by reuniting them with their true loves, which is a great thing that of course I would love to be a part of. However, something that would hang on my head and make me feel responsible is these companies also help everyone, and some of these people that they would help get to the United States might not be such great people. And today I'm going to give you 3 examples of such people, and they're going to get progressively worse, or actually progressively better examples of worse people, of these types of people that I'm talking about. Example number 1, I was browsing Twitter after Trump was inaugurated and brought into office, and a Filipino girl that I'm casual friends with, I don't know her well, but we're friendly. I follow her, she follows me on Twitter. She posted a picture of Trump and his new cabinet with the comment, "They're so effing white." Now, keep in mind, she wasn't criticizing these people because of their political policies. She wasn't criticizing them because of their beliefs and the direction that they want to take things in. She was criticizing them for their race. And I was thinking, my God, this is someone living in my country that actually hates me and my people. She hates our race. And this is the type of person I don't want living in my country. I have a permanent resident visa in the Philippines, but I never criticize politicians here. And if I was, I'm not going to complain that Duterte's cabinet is full of brown people. To me, that's an example of someone that's been brought in, doesn't appreciate the country, doesn't appreciate the sacrifice our ancestors have made to make it what it is, and that's someone with kind of an enemy mindset. Someone that views us as the bad guys just because of the race that we are. Example number 2. I know a guy, he's over 45 years old, he has a mother that loves him, he has 2 wonderful children, but he's widowed, and he met a girl from the Philippines that he's really into, even though it seems she's not particularly into him. But he told me, "Travis, I understand that a lot of the reason she's probably with me is just because I can provide her with a better life, bring her to America, make her life more comfortable, and she wants to move up in life." And he said, "I'm okay with that, Travis. I don't mind her kind of using me for that." Now, I'll say this. Someone trying to marry someone because they feel it's going to provide a better life for them, especially if they have a very hard life, well, that doesn't make someone a scumbag. I understand that. However, that doesn't make someone not a scumbag either. And that could be a greater sign of things to come, especially he's telling me, "I realize she's not that interested in me." And if someone's from before even getting married isn't interested in the other person, well, it's pretty clear to see where this is going, especially considering she's only in her 20s and he's over 45. So theoretically, she can move to America, get her green card in a couple years, he'll be about 50 years old, and then she can start shopping around for a better offer to find a guy that she would rather be with. And this is going to take away resources away from his family, especially his 2 children. If this guy dies, whatever he has should go to his children and his family. Not to mention, as precious of a resource as money is, there's an even more valuable resource, and that's time. He's going to be taking away time and energy away from his children. So marrying this woman, it's not just going to hurt him. He says it's okay with hurting him. It's okay if she ends up even leaving him just because she's using him. He's willing to take that risk, but he's not considering his family. He's not thinking about the money it's going to take away from his children, because even if he gets a prenup, he's going to have to give her something in alimony. And it's taking away from time and energy away from his children, and time and energy that he could just use on finding a better partner instead of the first girl that comes along and gives him attention. He's not even a bad looking guy. He just wants companionship. So the first girl that came around that would give him attention, he's like, okay, I'll marry her, that will be my companion, just because he's desperate. But he's not considering how this is going to affect his family. Sure, I understand you don't care about yourself. If you don't care about yourself, don't expect me to care about you or anyone else to care about you, including your fiance. But at least think about your family. Example number 3. I know a guy that did marry a girl from the Philippines. Now, this girl wasn't particularly intelligent or educated. However, she was smart enough and educated enough to wreak havoc on the lives of not only him, but many other people, including people she's never even met. This guy owned a small business with several employees, but he met this girl, brought her over. They ended up getting divorced, which I wouldn't fault anyone for. Divorces happen, but this is a woman that she learned a little bit of the laws and she was out to get what she could get. Long story short, she ended up ruining this guy's entire business. Employees had to be laid off. These are people working for this guy that were getting paychecks that their families count on, and that's going to even affect their children and their spouses because of one bad apple he brought over. Ruin things for a lot of different people. So the point of this video is, don't just be selfish, don't just think about yourself. I understand there's many guys out there that feel desperate and all they want is that companionship, that feel-good feeling, even if it's only temporary. But my God, man, think about everyone else. Think about your family. Think about everyone else in your country. Think about bringing these people in. They can alter the course of our country's future. It's like throwing a pebble into a pond. It creates those ripples that affects people far outside yourself, people that you may not have even met, people that are going to live in future generations potentially. And if you're just really that selfish, at least think about your family and how that's going to affect them, even if you don't care about anyone else around you. There's a quote that I really believe in. I think the Dalai Lama said it, where he said, if you're not going to do any good, at least do no harm. And that's what I try and do. I at least try and not do any harm. So this is some more food for thought for you before you go rushing into making bad decisions. And how do you know if someone's good or bad? The bottom line is, we all have natural instincts. You can tell pretty quick whether you think someone is good or bad. So use your God-given judgment. And remember, there's 2 types of people out there. Those that disagree with me and those that are right. Until next time, my friends.